Hello and welcome back. Hello, menu. Today we are building ourselves a service truck. So first and foremost, let's just get right into the mods. First coming up, obviously we need the toolbox. That's by Schultzmodding. Now I have to have that on the truck to make sure we can do any kind of field repairs. So primary. Second up is the Jackhammer. That is by Squigglze. That's going to help us do something on the truck as well as give us that added bonus to be able to do the rock breaking as well. So service truck, right? Bucketspack's coming up next that's by Puszkap. So that's going to help us as well do something on the truck. And at times we might use it, but I found I didn't really use it in 22 very much. Also, too, we got the shovel. This is an added bonus. It all depends on how you want to do your setup. This is by adubmoddingabpteam. Excuse me if you say that 3 times fast. Now, I'm using the custom pickup truck bed pack by roughneckmoddingcrew. Again, we're going to get into the details. You don't have to use this, but this is what I'm going to use for my service truck setup. Now, the truck bed pack is workable on the Super Duty pickup by roughneckmoddingcrew, as well as it's also available on the Bighorn that they just, yep, that one right there, the Bighorn pickup right there, roughneckmoddingcrew, they released that. So the bed pack is available for both. So let's get back to the game. Okay, here we are. So let's get down to the meat and taters of it. When it comes to the trucks, again, when it comes to the trucks, it's kind of the caveat is it really doesn't really matter what you're doing or which ones you're using, so to speak, I guess you could say. We're just going to be going to steps. Yes, here. Let's just this up. This is going to be show. So we're just going to do the old service body, the old fleet truck. We'll go fleet white. Let's go fleet white as well with this one too, two-tone. And then how about we do grill color? We'll do the old dark gray bumper plastic. Let's try that. And again, like I said, when it comes to the color wise, or sorry, the truck wise, it does it. You'll see why. I'm just going to show you the theory. Now, the reason why I'm using the guard, the steps. Let's do the steps here real quick. I like this truck. I like the truck. It just came out, and it is it goes with the Ford that we got going on as well too. Works out really well. And I've been looking for a service truck. It's just a matter of trying to get it done. What do we do? Let's do. Oh, what do we think? One last one that I do. Rim color. There we go. Let's do the old service metal fleet. Right there we go. Okay, quick and dirty. $43,750 done. Now, when it comes to the truck pack, that would be in the miscellaneous. Technically, it's in the miscellaneous. So that would be in here. Now we are using, again, we're going to be using calm down here, the custom logger bed. Again, anything with straps and anything with side supports, you'll see as this comes together, you'll see what's happening. So this is just, you don't have to do it this way. Now again, this I will say when it comes to that, I will say with a caveat that this isn't an easy setup. This isn't a quick and dirt. Wait, what are we doing white with? Volvo black. Oh, there we go. This isn't a quick and easy setup. This is just a setup that we had very close to in 22, and I think we can pull it off again. And it's gonna be different, but I think it's even actually gonna be even better, especially because of the fact that we have all the extras. You know what? Black. Sure, $5,100, done and done. There you go. So let's go take a look at our new truck. So this is the initial setup of the service truck. I do like it. Yeah, looks good. We're hopping in there now. When it comes to the gooseneck, we have the gooseneck because we have two gooseneck trailers. If you don't have a gooseneck trailer, you don't have to do this. But the nice thing is this setup, it will work with the gooseneck. Like the gooseneck will still work. Okay, so that is our truck right there. So that is our initial setup. When it comes to strapping, you can see for strapping wise, it has lots of strapping. So we got lots of places that we can put stuff. It has a place for a chainsaw up here and up here. There's also a way to open it and then open the cover. So when you open it, you have a place for chainsaw there. We got nothing on this side just yet. That's some open storage for us, right, as we're building stuff. And then on this side, you've got some service body stuff, kind of stuff to help out. And then over here we got room for paint, so that's already a good start. That's one of the main reasons why I do love this bed, because this is going to be a setup where it's going to be an all-rounder truck. I want this to be an all-rounder truck for the farm, for the logging, for the everything, a fuel, a repair, you name it. So also in the miscellaneous, we also can't forget we need our refuel. So we're going to go with the cube transfer tank. This gives us a 450 liter capacity. And this is going to be more of like I'm trying to make this more of an emergency. What do we want? Let's try Challenger yellow, and then we'll do the matte there. I want this to be more of an emergency. Oh, major wrong button. Come on now. Emergency reserve, right? This isn't something that's going to be going out there to completely fill something. It'll just be something more so to top you up and get you back on the road. And then hopefully, like with our fuel station, because we have fuel stations at the farm and we have fuel stations at the logging depot. So, or logging site A, I guess you should say. So, or I should say. So we're gonna have that. So it's kind of one of those things where it's going to allow you to refuel on the go, but also just to keep going. All right, so we just attach that to the bed of the truck. And then with that being said, before we keep going forward, I'll just show you here. So now that that is attached to the bed, now we can go up to our fuel station. And then we should have our pop-up there saying to refuel. So we can go ahead and refuel, and there you go. So there's the refuel. It's going refuel. It's the refueling there, and then so right off the bat, we've got our refuel, which everyone knows we have refuel tanks. We've got refuel trailers. There's lots of ways to refuel in this game. So that's the other thing too. Is if you want to, there are probably other ways to set up to bring refuel trailers. That's by all means the main thing for this, and the main thing especially for consoles. So $674 to refuel that. Thank you very much. The main thing for console for me, I've been finding, or as everyone knows, is that there's no way to mobile repair. And that's the main thing that we're trying to do right now. We're trying to figure out this mobile repair thing. And I think I have. Now, again, this isn't an easy setup. This isn't for everyone. So I do apologize. This is a very complicated, so to speak. So this might not be up your alley. But here we go. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do because I like it. This is what I'm going to be doing. Now, first thing we want is, okay, we already have a jackhammer up at the farm. So that's already up, ready to go. We are going to be using that though. So that's the Lizard jackhammer. It's $1,500. The great thing, $1,500. Depending on your rock contracts, there's some rock contracts out there that will, what am I going for? Some rock contracts out there that will pay you off in that first contract. All right, let's just get down to our mods here. So this first one, bucketspack, we want one of these. Now these are one slot each. They're $50, $30, and $10. They have 100-liter capacity, so nothing too crazy. But again, the capacity-wise isn't what I'm going for. It's the lockable wise. I'll show you here in a second. So I'm gonna get I like the old rusty. So we're gonna get the old rusty one, and then we want our shovel as well. Now the shovel, I may not necessarily use, but I am going to buy it just to show you how you could use it, because the way I'm doing it, it would be, real quick. So capacity is standard or 800. So you could have 800-liter capacity if you want. The way I'm doing it is I don't necessarily think we're going to be using the jackhammer instead of the shovel. In 22, we use the shovel, but now that they have the jackhammer capabilities, the way I was putzing around with it, I like the jackhammer setup more than I do the shovel setup. But you can still have the shovel if you want to. That's the other thing too. Let's do a black, onyx black. Let's do matte, and there we go. Okay, so there's a little shovel. Or you know what? Let's do the wood handle up. Let's do a beige. Let's do beige. How does that look? Sure. Why not? So there you go. So there is our initial setup right there. We're only going to need those two, and we have our jackhammer up top. And then when it comes to the pallet, I'll show you once we get up to the farm, because that's going to go right. Why not? That can go we're going to toss it anywhere here. And we're going to put you right about there. All right. So I'm going to strap and strap. There we go. So away we go. So now, as we see, when we're going around here, when I'm moving around, that bucket and that shovel doesn't move. And foreshadowing. So that's what we're going to be using to help with that pallet. Now, when it comes to the pallet, you have to place the pallet at the farm, the workshop pallet. You have to place that at the farm. And then that, unfortunately, does have to get picked up at the beginning of every session. So it is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Now, a little bit of a asterisk, so to speak, is I don't know how it works with servers. I don't have a server. I don't run a server. I'm not too sure. So the way I work is I just have my save game. So every time I fire up my save game, be it the multiplayer, even if it's in multiplayer, then when I fire it up first time, it's only the first time when let me say, It's only when you first fire up the save, that's when, really peoples, that is when you have to set up your, oh, my mirrors are, there we go. That's when you have to set up your, excuse me, your workshop, like your service truck, your pallet wise. But once that's done, then I run the whole session, and I've there we go, first first scratch right off the bat. I run it where it's you fire it up, and then I run for hours, right? And I've never had an issue in 22, so I'm hoping that's going to be the same up here. All right, so here we are at the farm. This is where it all begins. Now, I did bring down because we already have our Ford, and then we've got our base game side by side. Now that is, because I just want to show you that this is plausible or possible for pretty much anything with straps, and then anything that has that ability to have the side to side, right? If you can lock it side to side. And then I do love the fact that the logging setup is very narrow. The logging truck setup is very narrow, and it works out really well. So, okay, so let's get right to it again. Let's just keep on trucking. So we're going to take these out for right now. I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to just put you right there. Okay, that works. You can fall over it. That's fine. That's fine. And then we're going to get you. Oh, there we go. Get you. So the initial setup and the initial thought, because what I was thinking it would be something like we could bring the service truck in here, just kind of park it for the night, right? Something like that. Oh, we're leave it running. Open the doors to air it out. That's the thing. We could have it where we could park it here. We come in from the morning or what have you. Now, when it comes, like I said, with the pallet, you have to place. So we get into our menu. We get in, or our construction menu. We go up to our tools, and way down at the bottom there. So there is our toolbox pallets, 4 slots. Now, this is where you place it is where it's going to spawn every time you load in. And then this is what the pallet looks like. So where the arrow is, that's what you have to, or where you're supposed to be pointing your equipment at, or where you should be putting the equipment towards. So, but where you place it is where it stays. So what I'm going to do, because I want to place it like so, we're going to have our snapping on. We're going to have it nice and even. And we're going to sneak it right up. Oh, nice and close. Oh, how about right there? So overlapping so free mode is on, snapping's on. Place that down like so. So now let's go take a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, and it's just in between. Nice. Oh, good. So we shouldn't smack it. I hope I shouldn't smack it there. And every time I load in, it's going to load in there. But again, this is where it really loses people. A lot of people don't like the fact that they have to reload it every time. Now, unfortunately, I have not found a better way to do this. So if you do know, let me know. I mean, and there are easier ways to do it for sure. And I just like doing it this way because I like the aesthetic of it as well. So I like the usefulness, and we just smash into the wall as well as the aesthetic. But here we go. So this is what we're going to do. So when we come in the morning, we're just going to pick this up, and then we're going to, calm down. Pick it up a little bit higher there. Okay, right there. And then we're just going to slide it in. Okay, major, a little easier. There we go, right there. Slide it in right to about there to the end, because we still gives us access to that gooseneck, barely, but it still does. And then this is what's going to happen. So here we go. Okay. Because all this testing I've done, you have to save it to reload to see. And I have yet to save it. I've just done the testing. So here it is. So this is where it sets up. It is a little bit into the gooseneck, but I'm a little bit willing to turn a little bit of a blind eye to that. Oh, before we do this, hold on. We got to close the gate. So got to make sure you have something that's going to withhold it. Like this is where the logging thing's going to help. It's going to hold it side to side. And then we have our rearward that's going to hold it, the rear gate. So all we have to do is keep it from going forward as well as keep it from going up. Because I know, the setup that I have here, you can't be driving like a crazy maniac, but it still lets you do some bumps, some bumps here and there. However, in the 22 setup, it was lock solid. I could like rip that thing. Oh yeah. Okay, so I like to have it upside down. So I'll just have it upside down. I bring it into the body here. I bring it all the way back, and then I let go, and that just falls to the edge. And then there you go. And even just bringing it forward, making sure it's right up against that pallet. And then here's your differences. This is where in 22, this is what we did. In 22, we had the shovel because we had no jackhammer, or if there was, I was not aware of it. We want to be going this way. So here we go. Now the reason why I go on this side is because if I let go of, okay, so here we go. We're going to go right about there. We're going to let go of the shovel. So see how it kind of rests on the toolbox? That's neat. That's nice. I like that, right? It looks okay. The problem is when you come over here, if I were to rest on it, see how it rests on absolutely nothing. So that's the only reason why I do the shovel on this side and the bucket on that side. Where's your icon? There we go. Thank you, Major. So that's the only reason why I do the spacing the way I do. But here we go. I'll show you again. Just hold on. Let me just get my okay. Drop it. And okay. So now go. Put you up. So now the good thing is that the bucket and the shovel stay. So it's just a matter of you might have to you'll have to move the shovel a little bit, but there we go. So that's the premise, right? So now what we do is we're going to strap down that right there, and because that bucket is so close to that strap, the way the strapping works is it does lock it in. So let's just go for a little drive here, just show you. So now when I'm moving around, see how it'll go side to side. That's the only thing you got to kind of watch out for. Is it'll go side to side, boom, but it won't slide forward, right? So when we slam on that brake, it doesn't slide forward. So that's the great thing there. And then the other thing is, like I said, when it comes to the goosenecks, so if we come up here, and we slam in, even if we slam into the wall here, let's just do a little major testing. Boom, right there. See how it shifts, but it doesn't necessarily move, right? So it still holds fast. Then what we can do, now we do have to watch out, there we go, so we're going to back up to the gooseneck here. So the gooseneck does kind of, okay, here it does, it actually does glitch right through. So it does glitch through the pallet, but once you get there, it'll hook up, and then technically speaking, it does hook up, right? So now it does hold up to it. Now, the great thing is now from here, even without this, so we can pause that. You're going to undo that for a sec. We'll slide out. And then even like for when it comes to the versatility wise, so we've got our fuel, we got our repair. So now if we don't want to be bringing something up into the shop, now we can just bring on right here, come up, and right about, it pops right up here. So your workshop, there we go. Open vehicle options, boom. Now we can repair. So condition is repair is $1,468. You want to repair it? Yes, please. There we go. So that's that. And then when it comes to the jackhammer, so that's where when it comes to the jackhammer, it's the same sort of deal where, let's get up here because you can have the bucket there. See, you could even go so far. There's a couple things you could do here. This is where you can see the theory of what I'm going for here now. So it's kind of the world your oyster, right? So we saw how that it was kind of mucking about left and right. So if we really wanted to get picky, we could take the shovel, pick it up, and how about we put it like that? And then what we can do is we can just shove it right, right there. Have that like that. Then what we can do, because I want the jackhammer on here, right? That's the main thing, is I want the jackhammer up on here, because that'll, and we're closing our door too. That's right. Don't pick things up right there, Major. I want it on here to hold on to the toolbox, which let's get it nice and close right there. There we go. There we go. So it's supposed to hold on to the toolbox as well as give us the opportunity to be able to do our do the rock breaking contracts. We'll open that back up, please. And then what we'll do is we'll grab our strap that down. And if we want, I don't think it does anything down here. We can strap this rear strap, but I personally don't think it does anything. So same thing. Now we've got the little zippity doodah around and it's not moving anywhere. So not only that, we've got our We've got our jackhammer for the rock breaking. We've got our toolbox for repair. We've got our refuel for refueling. And then what we'll do too, the way I'm kind of hoping to have it set up where we have, this is here. So we're going to open our covers. I know it does glitch into the handle, but it's biggest can't be choosies here. So then I have it set up where you just come in the morning, you can grab your chainsaw, and then we just grab our chainsaw, and then we can put some paint in there too if we want. And then we just go ahead, put our chainsaw in there, hop on in, close it up. There we go. And again, now we have the capability of to be able to cut the trees, paint the trees, cut the trees, repair, refuel, do the rock breaking. We also have the strapping up top, which is also super handy as well, because you have the strapping up top that you can put a pallet up there. You can put, I know there's the hand liftable consumables that's out. I do apologize. I don't know the modder's name. I do apologize. It will be in the descriptions once I grab that. But yes, so check that out if you want to, because those ones, they have individual. Actually, do I have it loaded? I think I have it loaded. Oh yeah, I do apologize. I don't know the name of the modder. I will pop that up there. But there we go. Hand liftable consumables. So you have these bags right here, right? We don't go through mineral feed very much. So you can pop on a bag or 2 or 5 or 7 bags up top, and you can just carry that around with you. You can pop on a pallet of something, right? You can slap up 2 more chainsaws if you want, because it's like you've got all the strapping and everything too, and you have the capabilities to have the gooseneck as well. So now you have the ability to do. I think this is it. This is our setup, baby. This is it. This is gonna be it. And then, like I said, when it comes to the setup, this isn't an easy setup. Ooh, okay. You know what? That means we need to save and we need to test this. Okay, because now I set up the other 2 trucks just to show you where, in the sense of like pallet wise and strapping wise, all you have to do is the exact same thing to a degree in those trucks or anything with a pallet. Right? If you can put something on top of the pallet or around it and hold it, then it works. It works great. And then even with the gooseneck on, actually, let's just check that right now. Even with the gooseneck, we can go, where is it? Right there. Right there. Open vehicle workshop. Boom. And then we can pick up all that to repair. Even picks up our own truck. Nice. Nice. Okay. Ooh, I'm happy. I am a happy boy. So let's just pretend here. Hold on. Let's just pretend this is exact, because this is what I'm thinking. So whether or not we need the gooseneck trailer, goose truck, then what we'll do is we'll park this right here, where it was. But the fact that we do have the ability, and you have the bumper pull too, right? So we definitely. I didn't get the what. I thought I made the adjustable. Okay, well, we'll switch that to the adjustable. My bad. So let's put that in there. We'll drop you off. And then even if we open the cover and we drive away, yeah, it doesn't pull it off. All right, that's nice. That's nice. And then that just holds it there. All right, here we go. So then the thought is come in for the night. Kind of park it anywhere, right? I just figure this would be a good spot. And then, there we go. And because we know we're gonna have to replace it anyways. Ooh, how are we gonna do this? Let's all right, let's just see. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna leave the strapping. We're gonna leave it open. We're gonna take a chainsaw out. We're gonna go back to it. We're gonna drop it off. There we go. Boom. And then we leave for the night. And we're done. So then we save it. Here we go. Save it up. And exit. And let's try to reload. See what happens. All right. Moment of truth. Here we go. Load anytime now, please. There we go. Okay. So now we get in there. All right. Let's just sit right down. Oh, yeah. Frame rates. Come on. Load in there, please. Enter vehicle. All right. So now we get back down to the shop. Ready to start the day. There is our pallet. Everything's right there. But that is down. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So what we do is we go grab this. And again, this is like getting your setup, right? So depending on what your setup is, well, you probably don't even have to worry about the How about the covers, right? So we can just do that. We close that up. Then we just undo this stuff. Put you. Oh yeah. Oh yes, the bucket or the shovel. Yeah. See, I don't see again myself with the shovel. I don't think I'm going to be having the shovel here. So, calm down, shovel. Hold on here. Let's just get you. You do not. Whoa. Ooh. Hello. Ooh. It does not like that. Pick up object. Pick up object. There we go. Oh, that's just because I'm not hitting it right. All right, so now you, I think we'll just put you right here for now. Let's see. Let's put you right there. And then we fire you up. So again, the shovel, I'm not really too worried about that left and right. That is kind of, that jackhammer sure is doing that winky wonky though. So then we'll put you again. Just, oh, yeah, keep stabbing the wall. Up, over. Whoa. Oh, hello, Tippity. Oh, yes, okay. Here's some struggles that we're already getting into. That's okay. Just lift you up like so. Ha! Just like that. And straighten you out. Now we can have you tip off a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll put you can calm down. Holy jumping. So how about you go right about there? Oh no, we're getting a little bit too far back. Go. That. And then all we do is we fire up, we close. Strap. And away we go. And our service truck is ready. Ha ha ha. So that's it. And again, that little side to side, I'm not too worried about. It's just the main thing too is a little bit of bumps is okay. So if we just a little bit of bumps here, little bumpies. You see how it's a little bit of bumpies. It's not so bad, but you see that little flippity, I already saw that little flippy flop up. That's the only thing that you got to be kind of watchful of. Is you can drive like a minor maniac, you just can't drive like a major maniac. So we strap that down, even if we put that little spike up there a little bit, it'll still let us do a little bit of the up and down, but it'll still give you a little bit of the up and down there. So if we go up here, and we go bump, see how it pops up like that? Yeah, so that's the only thing you just got to be careful of, like the crazy. Yeah, there you go. Wahoo! That's the only thing you just got to watch for is just stuff like that. Because if you get into a situation like this, then unfortunately you can't pick it up. So that is your word of warning too. So you would need something with forks to come pick it up, or if you had the gooseneck or something like that on there, then you can have that pick it up. But just a word of warning. So I think I can manage it where it's just going to be a nice. If it drives in and out of the field, I think it'll be okay. But I think I think if you just don't drive like a complete maniac, it should be good. So let's just try this one more time here. Okay, so loading back in where we saved it. So that means the truck should be sitting where it was. Now, what I did do was we moved the shovel out of the way just because technically the shovel is what the jackhammer is going to be doing. So we'll just let that frame rate kick on back in. Oh, there we go. All right, so now we'll get back in and we'll get down to, there we go. Oh, that works too. So the process is, let's just see. There it is. So there it is. We load it back in, have the shovel sitting right there. Don't have to worry about the shovel because the jackhammer is going to be doing the job. But if you're not using the jackhammer, then you can use the shovel. And depending on where you're going, right? So what we would do, so my thought is we would come in. So we come in, we get fired up. We could fire this thing right up. We'll pick up the pallet. Now the thing is with the pallet is the pallet physics aren't the exact same as aren't the exact same as the actual in-game pallets. So they're a little bit, this one's a little bit more slippery. Woo! It's pretty solid though. So it's just a matter of the left and right. You just got to watch out for no crazy left and right yank and janks. What we should be able to do, you shouldn't have to, I want to see that this works because it worked in 22. So we shouldn't have to, yeah, there we go. So then it goes forward, we drop that off right there. Then what we'll do is we get everything, we can put our forklift back. And then we hop out, shut that down, go grab ourselves, well, we can all the paint. Let's grab a chainsaw. There we go. And then we're going to go over to truck. And we've got that in, so that's nice. We're going to grab our chainsaw, put it in. Oh, do we have 2 chainsaws? Hey, that's right. Forgot I had the other one. All right, so let's put them both in. Then we hop in, we go close that. We close that. Then all we have to do is to see how it's kind of inside. So once we undo this, we grab it, we lift it. Oh, it won't do what the... Oh, that's okay. We still just... All we have to do is lift it up. And then lift it back down. Or lift it up, lift it down. Put it down, put it down. And there we go. We are locked and loaded. Service truck is ready. We can go refuel and repair in field if we want. And again, the way it's set up, we could put that. I think putting that shovel on the side would just be too much of a pain in the butt to have it sliding left and right. But again, all we have to do is bring up our gooseneck too, right? So it doesn't matter any gooseneck you have or a bumper pole, that'll work. And then you still have your top parts for any extra, right? You have a little bit of strap for a pallet of something or some hand consumables. Oh yeah, I think that'll work out great. And the shovel is your option, right? So when it comes to here, let's just do one little final, because I said I was going to show you, and I said I was going to show you, and I didn't show you. I totally forgot. So let's just do one quick little test here. So when it comes to the strapping, right? The only reason why I did this setup is I love the look of it, right? It gives us the ability to do all of the options. Plus we have the bucket there to pick something up in case we need. And maybe we should put the shovel in there somehow. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab it from here, and we're just going to slap it into the side-by-side. And what we'll do, let's grab the side-by-side right here. Yep, nice. There we go. And then, whoa! Oh, really? You're going to do that to me? Oh, no. Okay, can we flip? Whoa! Oh, here we go. Time to start damaging stuff. Oh, there we go. And the flip. Oh, the flip. Hey! Okay, so there is a corner you can flip it on. That's nice to know. So let's try that again, Major, except let's not do the side-by-side thing I just mentioned us doing. Oh, it'll let you do... Oh, I see. So it doesn't lock in. It'll let you just slide all over. Okay, so we'll put this down here. Let's get a little bit more gooder lined up. There we go. Let's get right about there. Yeah, so it'll let us... Okay, so at least if you're offline, you can just do it right there. And then we just slap that in here. Now, this is the nice thing about the side-by-sides and what have you, is the size of the back end here, where this... just... Jesus, you punched the bejesus out of our side-by-side. So now this is where it's nice, where you don't have to worry about any of the... let's fire you up. You don't have to worry... which one? Is it the right? Oh, there we go. Forward, backward, left, right. You know, it's only the up, down. So this is kind of nice. The only downside to it is that, yeah, if you hit any kind of weird bump, it can possibly pop. So this is where either the bucket's a little weird, because you got, again, it's the sitting on things, right? So if we get the shovel, and let's try putting it like so. Right there. Oh, you know what? That's not so bad. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to strap down our shovel. Now there should be no up and down movement. So we still have our... there we go. But boom. There we go. Let's just test it right now. So left and right is easy peasies. And then we flip her. Wahoo! Ha ha! Look at that! It worked. It's a little off, so good. And then all we have to open and close it. Perfect. So there you go. So there's the theory of it. I mean, technically speaking, it's just the only thing I don't like is, again, just that gap, the visual factor for the gap where you can see the shovel isn't necessarily touching. So in the side-by-side, it looks fine. I think it looks a little weird when it's sitting like that on the but it could be doable. We could do it, but by doing it on that way, that means I think the gooseneck I don't think would work either. But there you go. All right, we got the. There you go. That really works. So there's the theory. Again, the theory, right? So it doesn't really matter your setup. It really doesn't matter how you do it. It's just that I just wanted to show you the theory of how to get this thing secured to allow you to actually go out. Because now that we have this, we can just rip out to our field. We can rip out to our lot. You know, because that's what I kind of thought doing is I'd love to do. I'd like thought doing. I kind of like to do is almost do that yearly repair, right? Go around the shop, and here we go. So we're going to repair it. Well, we're not saving right now because everything's all winkety wonkies, but there you go. That's all repaired. Okay. I hope this helped. I hope this at least give you some ideas and give you an idea to give yourself a little bit of a way to make yourself a service truck that you can actually have in the field. So the only downside, again, like I said, it's very complicated, and the only downside is it does have to reset every session. But let me know in the comments if you have a server and you do this, because I'd like to know how this works for the servers. I have no idea what would happen on a server. Once it's set up, is it set up or or what have you? But again, thank you so much. I hope this helped, and I hope this gave some ideas, and I hope this just helps with your gameplay. And I think we now have ourselves a new service truck for the farm. I hope to see you soon.